Hello, I am Brianna, and welcome to my life on paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. Welcome to Sketch Sunday, where we all take the same sketch. It is an exclusive sketch by Crystal Baird of Panicule Papers, and I am also playing along with Scraptember. The prompt for today is new supply, which I will be showing in a minute. I have these are Paper Studio papers, and I am going to be doing a layout with my daughter's pictures. It is my oldest. She turned 25 last year, and I have to think about it really hard. And so I'm taking scraps from this paper pad, and I am um, trying to make the rays that you see in the sketch. And of course, I'm trying to be like, I don't know if it's random, but I'm trying not to be perfect. How are you going to make these shards perfect? You're not. So I'm doing my best, and I just kind of trim the first one, and I do the second one, and the third one is going to be the middle piece. And I noticed that the right and the left ones were each at right angles on one side and not on the other. And then the middle one has not right angles either way. So then I flip my papers so that I'm making it not right angles on either side, if that makes sense. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm confusing everybody right now. And so then I am just trimming that middle ray. You can see the pictures now. Jillian is holding her cup. It says happy birthday, Jillian. She had to twist the cup around so that you could see the whole thing, and that's why there's two pictures. And it was her Starbucks drink for her birthday. Once I get these trimmed out, I will then start working on my mixed media. The stencil butter is my new supply. I was at a local scrapbook store. Well, it's a couple hours away from me, but um, on our way on a day trip, and we were able to stop in there. It is called Summer Sky, and it is by the Crafters Workshop. I was going to also use this stamp set because this is also new to me that I haven't used. And once I get everything on there, I decided it was going to be too much to use that stamp. So I do not use the stamp after all, but I will have to use it in the future because it looks like such a fun stamp set. So I am just going to take this lovely spatula. It's like a latex spatula I got from Amazon. And then I just put a thin layer on here, and you don't use much of the stencil butter at all. And in fact, if I really wanted to be like textury and give it peaks and stuff, this is such a little stencil. I believe it's by Echo Park. Um, that you don't really get the peaks and stuff. So I scrape it straight across, and then you're barely using any of the stencil butter at all. So I'm just gonna get a couple of these down, and then um, kind of cut to when it is all dry, and the whole paper will be covered with the stars and the blocks. Jillian actually FaceTimed me when I was working on the background, and it's FaceTime, but she actually she was very impressed with the background. She thought it was like more like a store-bought piece of paper, which it could be, right? And then I just want to mention that, these papers that I'm using are super busy. It's not necessarily like a layout that I would normally make, but I think with a birthday theme, you can get away with that because it is, fun, creative, exciting, loud type stuff. So this was a fun layout to make, and you can see that it doesn't take me very long to make it. I mean, I think the longest, well, I was gonna say the longest part was trying to figure out how to make my rays even, but actually it took a long time for the background, only that I had to wait for layers to dry before I could kind of overlap the um, stencil onto it and to get that full covered effect. So I do use my ATG adhesive then to get the rays down as well as the photos. This, I'm not sure where that was from. It was on clearance somewhere. I had a whole pack of stickers with it, and I actually have the cupcake one I'm going to use on this. But I thought, what better a place to use this giant bouquet of balloons, but over that middle one, and it I think it tones it down a little bit. It's got all those balloon animals on it, so I thought that was a good way of using that. And the colors match so well with the paper pad collection. So some of these, now the cupcake goes with the balloons, but some of these cutouts are, uh, big pieces are Paper Studio collection, um, that you can get at Hobby Lobby. And there are titles in there as well as all these fun birthday things. So I'm just going to figure out what's going to go where and overlapping some of the pieces so that it all makes sense. So I do move my title over a little bit so that you can read it. There are also a couple of foam stickers here. I think that might be Paper Studio as well. I'm not positive on that. But it says treat yourself, and I thought that was perfect for this birthday coffee. And then there's a little ice cream cone that goes with the treat yourself. So I'll stick that in there in a little bit. I'm going to get my things glued down. And then there's not that much left to do. I do end up putting a little bit more mixed media onto the page. Sorry for my head. Um, I've been doing good. You haven't seen my head for a while, so sorry about that. There is that foam sticker, and then I use my Nuvo drops just to add uh, kind of in the place of enamel dots. And then I will get out my spray. It is uh, Black Soot Distress Spray. And just add, there's a little bit of black in that circular, the pattern paper with the circles. So I thought I'd just add a little bit more black. So between that and the Nuvo drops, we've got a little bit of black. And that's it. So I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a fabulous day. And please come back and see me again soon.